Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Press Play. I'm your host, JJ48, and tonight we will hopefully be completing this stone temple. Um, and since you can see we're starting over on the first day, so we might be able to take the time to try to find all the great fairy pieces as well. So, before heading up here, I did got us a bunch of blue potions, so shouldn't have to worry about our magic meter uh, draining too much, as long as I'm not just ridiculously bad with and wasteful with magic. So, with that, the since we did reset, since we reset the days, that is going to reset our progress in here. So we will have to go through. We'll have to go through all the rooms that we already previously went through. But hopefully it won't be. Oh, that's not a good angle. So, let's see. While I'm trying to get us back to where we were, I just get over to this chest. There is a theory about Majora's Mask that I had been wanting to mention at some point and mention my own views on it, but I haven't really had the chance. But now we've gotten far enough into the game, I think we can talk about it. And that is, there is a view um, or a theory that some people have about Majora's Mask and this world that Link is in, that is called a parallel world to Termina, where people think that it could be that Link is actually dead and this is some kind of an afterlife. Um, and support that they give for this theory is uh, one is how Link got here. We fell down a big hole, you remember, and then suddenly found ourselves here. So people say that could have been Link dying and arriving here. There's a constant theme of death throughout the game. Um, as we've seen, we've gotten all these masks from people uh, who have died, and so some people, and also there's the fact that we have all of these characters who are very similar um, to people that we knew from Ocarina of Time, and not just. Of course, we have some like Anju who are similar. They were using the same character model, but they're differently named, or Romani and Cremia being similar to Malin. But then there's some like Koume and Kotake who are explicitly the same. They have the same name and everything. So some people take that and, like I said, speculate that this whole game is Link in some kind of either afterlife or like a purgatorial existence. Like this is him coming to terms with his death, and that's why there's so many dead people he encounters. Um, and I have to say, that's an interesting theory, and a lot of respect for the people who put some thought into it. But personally, I don't agree with it. I don't think that's correct. Okay, I can still do this without the box. And for a couple reasons, I disagree with the theory. Um, for one of the things that people will point to as evidence for the theory is um, with these statues. Actually, they'll point out that the this was a statue of Darmani, and look, he's dead. And then we have the statue we're gonna make of Mikau, and he's dead. And so that's the fact that Link can make a statue must obviously mean that he's dead. It, um, but one of the things I notice, I think two things wrong with that theory. One is, as we saw last week, um, the statues of Mikau and Darmani and I believe also of the Deku, their eyes are different. Their eyes are blanked out, Link's isn't, which might seem like a small thing, but to me, the eyes being blanked out fits much better with them being dead and Link's eyes still being there fit with him being alive. Um, and I also think uh, there's no particular reason to think that somebody has to be dead to have a statue. Um, we know that all the characters that we've seen have to die in order to give us a mask, but there is no Link mask, and this isn't about the mask. This is about the statues. Um, so I think that in regards to the statues, it's not Link doesn't have to be dead in order for us to be able to create a statue. If anything, the fact that the other statues look like the other dead spirits it is just an indication of um, the fact that when we're wearing those masks, we're actually like wielding those spirits somehow, or that we're borrowing their bodies. Okay, let me do this. What do I want here? Nope. Okay, you guys are the ones that don't fight back. You guys are the ones that I need to fight. Um, but beyond the statues thing, I think there's more reasons to not to kind of doubt the Link is dead theory. Um, and one of the biggest ones I think is just kind of Termina itself. That on the one hand, people will say like, okay, Link has to come to terms with his death, and so that's why the theme is death and everything. Which, if true, would explain all the death theme that we see throughout here. But it doesn't really explain anything else about the world, and like the Skull Kid being here and causing trouble. Um, is there something up there? Uh, the town existing and having a festival and stuff like the story itself doesn't really seem to fit as like a purgatorial type of story. If you can see what I mean. That the Link is going and he's helping these troubled spirits and stuff, but there's not really any like I don't see any like overall story that kind of fits with Link himself accepting his death or anything so far. I guess maybe we haven't actually finished the game yet, so I suppose we can see if there's anything when we get to the final bit, see if there's anything that maybe proves me wrong. Maybe it does actually fit. Um, it has been a while since I played this game. Okay, can you toss me up, please? Thank you. But I just wanted to mention it and kind of go over the theory a bit because while I don't know that it's necessarily the most common theory in the world or that how widely accepted it is a theory that I've heard quite a bit from a couple different sources. And so, if you if you ever go searching for stuff about information about Majora's Mask, um, you could very well encounter it. Where's that bonefish? Here it is. I like that even the sound of the chest coming in is kind of muted underwater. Can't really hit that. Interesting. It's underwater, so we can't really fire arrows because we can't fire them as Zora Link, and I don't think we can fire them into the water like this. But the sun is actually right side up for that, for like this orientation, not the other orientation. Okay. Oh, that's right. We need to. Actually, now that I have now that I have the light arrows, can these get rid of the blocks? All right. Well, that'll make that much easier. Okay, so I have that. Was this something I needed? And the eye's upside down. Okay, so I'm guessing that chest was either the I don't remember, but I'm assuming it was either the compass or the map because we had the map when we came in, so those don't reset, and so their chests will still be closed when we encounter them, but if we open them up again, we don't like get a second map or a second compass. We just get to get 5 rupees. Well, this room will be a bit easier with the light arrows because we don't. Well, it's still can use this on the suns, maybe. Why is this not activating? There we go. Okay, I guess you need to actually have it on there for a second so they know that you're not, they don't activate just from like you passing by in the shadow or the reflection. Complete opposite of a shadow. The reflection passing over them for a fraction of a second. Oh, that one. So I don't mind doing that when we can just stand in the light and aim, but for these, it was a bit irritating using these mirror things, so now that I have light arrows, I'll just do this. right into you. Now, it's interesting in this room that they put the stray fairy here where you only have to reflect the light once. And the path forward was, if you recall, we had to reflect the light into here, and then reflect it into here, and then get it out of the block, so we had to reflect the light twice. You would think something like, since the stray fairies are kind of bonus content, you'd think that those would be what we would only have to do once. All right, this room. Well, since we're trying to get the fairies, we'll try to do this again. Have no. I think I went through there, went around the outside of the one at the end, and then was able to turn around on the other side. Hopefully this doesn't take up most of the night. Yep. Oh, well, if I do it like that. Oh yeah, there was no way that was going to be good with how terribly poorly I did that. Okay, let's see, is there a way I can... You couldn't have made that gap just a little bit wider. Also, I'm kind of curious now if these puzzles, in particular this puzzle, no, okay. Was this original to this tower, or is this something that like Skull Kid put here? And the reason I ask is because if you remember, this puzzle gets us a. It's gonna. If we can get to that switch, it'll turn off the fire around the chest, and that chest is a stray fairy. And the stray fairies are a product of Skull Kid messing with the fairies and breaking the Great Fairy into pieces. So that there's no reason that chest would necessarily have to have been there back when this tower was initially built. In which case there would be no reason for this puzzle to exist, because this isn't to get through the... Got it. Alright. This isn't required, at least the Goron part isn't required to get through the temple. It's just required to get the stray fairy. Well, that, and also I guess raises the question of, if it is the result of Skull Kid, why would he put this puzzle in here to require a Goron? Although I guess that just digs at the deeper puzzle, or the question of if you're actually trying to keep people out, why make it possible to get through from a puzzle anyway? Okay. Nope, I'm... Okay, that was, Turn is the bane both of Goron Link and Deku Link, I guess. But so this was why, I felt it actually kind of made sense in the original Legend of Zelda, how how the temples there, or the dungeons, were presumably not set up by Ganon other than the last one, but by Zelda to guard the Triforce pieces. Let's see. There was one on that little thing filled with rupees, wasn't there? So I'm gonna have to do this again. Okay. Well. Well, shouldn't be so bad this time. Don't know why I did that. Whoa! Okay, Goron Link can be pushed up by those spouts as well. Don't know that that helps us at all, but it is something kind of interesting to know. I guess what I could have done is I could have just gone in as Deku Link and jumped down in the lava and gotten over here a little bit faster, but... Yeah, that's right, there was this chest here, which I should have seen on my map. Okay, so let's check. No more stray fairies. In this room. Okay. No, I went too far. Well, I hope you guys really enjoy this room, in case this turns out to be the majority of the stream. No. No, thank you. Ah. Sir, that was very rude of you. There we go. Spent too much time readjusting. See, normally the bomb chews are just kind of a nuisance since, you know, by this point we don't take much damage from them. Okay, let's see if I can... No, Link, you're facing completely the wrong way. Okay, well I guess we're doing this. Yep. Usually the bomb chews are a little more than a nuisance because we don't take much damage from them. This is like the one bomb chew in the game that is just... I think not bomb chews in general, but this one bomb chew is going to probably join the ranks of Skulltulas as Link's worst enemy. Join the Skulltulas in the ranks of Link's worst enemies. There we go. Okay, nothing here. Alright, this was the guy that gave us the light arrows, wasn't it? Hi, you haven't met me before, but I have totally met you. Um, killed you before as well, but you wouldn't remember that because again, for you it hasn't happened yet. Okay, see now it's happened. Opening my heart and revealing my wisdom. If you shoot that which releases the sacred golden light into the bloodstained red emblem outside the temple, it shall rearrange things in which the earth is born in the heavens and the moon is born on. Why not just say it flips it over? It's the law of Asgaro. I mean, it seems like he just went. Those are supposed to be his dying words. You'd think it'd be taking effort to say them. Might want to just condense it a little bit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to horrify you all with that mask. Okay, there is a fairy here, although whether we can get it right now is not certain. Here's what's down here. Ow. Ground is down here. First thing we've established. Lots of hearts, okay. And nothing else, so the fairy is not... Okay, we will be entering... There's this door. Looks like we will be entering from the other direction. Oh, or when we flip the tower over. So... Sorry, I mean when the earth becomes the sky and the moon is born of the earth. And, yeah. So I'm assuming, since I don't see anything else that we can really interact with here, I'm assuming that when we rotate at the tower and then come back, then we'll be able to get the fairy from that room. Okay, this is this water room, which we. Oh, of course, those blocks I can shoot a light arrow at them to get rid of them. That'll probably give us one of the fairies, actually. Okay, what was this guy again? I need to. The designers of Zelda really seem to have hated Cyclops. I'm realizing just how many enemies we've encountered have a singular eye, or in some cases are a singular eye, sometimes surrounded by other singular eyes. Oh, if the Garo doesn't condense his last words, then it takes longer to say, so he lives longer. I suppose. I kind of would have thought that, like, how long he can speak would be limited by, you know, how much life he has left, but I guess maybe it's the other way around. How much life he has left is governed by how much he still has left to say. I'm not going to worry about the mask too much for rooms where I know we're going to have to be coming back, because it's not going to help us to know that fairies are still here when we know we'll be back through the room anyway. And some of them might have to be back while it's upside down in order to be able to get them. So once we've been through a room upside down, then we'll use the fairy checker to see if is there another fairy link? Okay, there's no fairy here. Check this room because this room doesn't look like one that we'll be coming back to the way that the doors are. No, this isn't the way I wanted to come. That's right. I ran across the bridge. I want to jump down to the water to take the passage. Okay. Let's see what's here. Oh, am I going to be able to get out on this way, or am I going to have to? Do I have to go around the other way? I'll give it one more jump, even though I wasn't able to make it on that side. And I would have headed right for a beam anyway. Okay, we'll go around the other way. Well, okay, thank you, but this is not the side that I wanted up on. Although, there's a block over here. Not entirely sure how that helps me, unless the hand will throw me over there now. Over there? No, no? Okay. Let's see. Or maybe I can bomb chew. I don't have any bomb chews. Okay. Not sure what that crystal could be. Well, I was trying to avoid having to go around and do the box and song room again, but I guess we'll have to do that. As they say, shortcuts make long delays. So. Nope, I managed to miss the switch completely there. Let's go take these guys out first. By take them out, I mean just kind of tank an attack from them as they take themselves out. I've always wondered when people are asked any final words, why don't they just filibust? That would be a good way of doing it. I mean, at least that would work if you're being asked for last words in like a country that respects rule of law or something like that. If it's just, you know, a group of criminals or something that there's absolutely no reason that they wouldn't just kill you anyway. Since what do they care if they actually grant you what they said they would or not? Okay, so this will let us over here. I'm not really sure how that's going to help us. Aha, so now we have that. Lens of Truth see anything, or... Okay, I'm feeling like a rumbling. I think there's something that helped us. I don't think this one does. No, there's not any Garo guys inside here. Well, let's go flip the tower over and see if see what else, what more we can find. I'm sure we'll need to come back and do that, but maybe it'll actually do something when the tower's flipped over or something. I don't know, that room seems like it'll be pretty empty when the tower's flipped over since it didn't have a ceiling, but I guess we shall see. Okay, so... nope, that's exactly not the one we need. Okay, that one we also don't need. There we go. I find it odd that Zora Link can use those like flipper boomerang things he has, but he can't use a bow. I mean, I know that a bow, you know, one of the main things of a bow is that you need a... why am I seeing a chest over here? Or a couple chests. Is there... I know one of the things with the bow is that... Oh, I might need the... Might need that thing. Some seeds. One of the things with the bow is that it requires a lot of upper body strength, but I can't imagine that Kid Link has more upper body strength than Zora Link. Oh hey, the moon did become the floor. Okay, so... Now, it's interesting, so I guess we have seen chests in the overworld before, like in Termina Field, but I'm not sure if this is meant to be like part of the tower, since the upside down part is only, you know, when you get up here, or if it's meant to be part of like, or if it's meant to be like part of the temple, or if it's just part of the landscape. And the reason that's important is because if that's part of the temple, that could be a fairy piece, or a stray fairy. Speaking of which, okay, so that's right. This was, can't get through that way. So the only real way we can go at the moment is this other way. And man, this is unnerving, walking and just seeing stars beneath your feet. I don't know how y'all are, but I tend to get a little dizzy when I'm on heights, even not particularly tall heights. So something like that would be very uncomfortable for me to do in real life. Okay. Well, okay, I think what we need to do is come over here to one of these taller drafts of air. Yeah, wow. Okay, it'll be easier to just get on the ground and grease. Yes, I see you. You're very scary. Okay, I was kind of hoping I could fall a little faster than this without losing the flowers. Oh. I just realized I probably also could have stood somewhere, and this might have been within hookshot range. Hey, come on, don't you want to get rescued? Okay, so I think we just want to... I feel like you're gonna fall. Yeah, it's kind of how I feel with this. Wait a second. Um, yeah. Although I think one of the worst feelings of like feeling like I was gonna fall was in, at least when playing a video game, was actually playing Portal 2. Um, in the game Portal 2, there is a very large section of the game that is just a lot of vertical travel, and it's cool, but at the same time, if you don't like heights, it is a kind of uncomfortable portion of the game. Okay, Alright, that door's locked. Oh, that's right, let's just jump down and fight this thing. Need... Ow. Hmm. Oh, that's right, there's a, isn't that what the button in the hall is for? Although, again, if this tower were truly flipped over, then this tunnel, we should come in and turn right because of the way that it flips. So it's not even truly flipping it, it's more like a mirror image of it, top to bottom. Hmm. I guess I could also shoot that sun thing and see what happens. There's still a fairy piece in here. Oh, okay. So we've done that, so then we'll have to come back to it right way up to get that one. But we couldn't do it the first time because that was underwater. Unless you could shoot the arrows of light into something underwater, and then maybe I should have done that. And... Oh, that's right. This was... Ah. Okay, so... what am I doing here? Do I have to go around? I saw a platform down there with a Deku flower, but I don't know if we can get there from here or if that's going to be for when we come around the other way. No, thank you, sir. Glad my church doesn't have hanging, exploding mines outside of the entrance, outside all the doors. Let's see. Is there a fairy in this room? No fairy in this room. So let's just... Oh, I see. So on both those sides, can we just like come here and... I think it's made so we could stand there and shoot this thing, and then we would fall onto that center platform, in which case then we could just come up that slope. But I wonder, can I just shoot it from here? And just not have to deal with the falling lava at all? Okay, no great fairy in here. Let's see, what do we have here? Okay, we have some chews, or are these chews? Choo-choo. Okay, give us... So these things, usually, they're here because they'll give us items. Okay, I see. And there's this block we have to push around, but we can only push it so far. And there's a topsy-turvy thing. So, I think to start with, we can just... flip the room over. Okay, wait. So where are we trying to get this? I think we're trying to get it over to there. Which means we want to drop it onto this. We need to try to get it over to here so that we can get it up there. Okay, so I think if we just push it into the middle here. Then we flip it. Fortunately, the box does not even start to fall until we have completely rotated the room. Because otherwise we would have to take into consideration the direction of rotation and everything. If I can get the chew to get on top of the box before flipping the room. Yeah, okay, that's gonna be too hard. I wanted to see if I could get it to just get on top of the box and have the box fall on it and squish it, but I don't think I have the dexterity to be able to lure the chew on top and then in the like 1/2 a second or so that he's actually on top, pull out my bow, aim, and shoot. So, not saying it can't be done, just I don't think I'm the one to do it. Okay, fighting this guy again. Okay, let's use our regular bow just so we're not... Oh, now we have a platform that's raised, so we have to... Might have to aim up as well. I wonder if this is the same guy each time, or if there are a bunch of different Wizrobes. Because if it's the same guy, you'd think he would change up his strategy occasionally. Can't even see anything. Okay, let me just... There we go. That's bad, because the burning took long enough that he was already getting another shot off before I could even see what was going on, so... Ah. Where is this? Oh, okay, this is the room that had the, Armos in it. Okay. 11th, not bad. Is it the only... Okay, no more in here. Okay, we have pose. Try to use L targeting, it vanishes. That's right. Okay, no fairy in this room. Oh, okay. More pose, though. Ha, missed me. Ooh. That's right, there's a chest in there. Death Armos. Temple Guard. Look at that red mark on its chest. I know you've seen something like that before. Okay, so that looks like the Topsy-Turvy crest. Why can't I move? Okay, I see. So we get them to turn, so that then when they try to crush us, they end up bashing their own heads. Oh, okay. Thought that would... What? Why aren't you ground pounding me? Thank you. It's like you don't even want to die and give me the chance to get past you. Okay. Okay. So, yep, this is part of the same room, so yep, no fairy. Can we get there from here? Yeah, I think we can. Okay, this is the room that the hand was in over there. Oh. Did he have a laser before? Maybe that's... I thought he was like throwing a rock at me, but maybe he was shooting a laser. want to try to get into that little cubby door over there. Okay. Close enough. So there's a door over there. There's a door over there. Wonder if I do this, can I get over to here? But this door is probably going to take me back to like the water room. Or the... Okay, there's that... Can I shoot it through there? No, that's surprisingly solid air gaps in between the wrought iron. Maybe I do need a bomb chew. Okay, so... Let's see. Oh! I think we do have to come through here, because yes, there was this covered hallway. Now, does this help us? Okay, this is new. It's Gomez. There will be no end to it if you can't get those bats away from it. Does that shed any light on the situation? You've been jinxed. You can't draw your sword. Okay, that's stupid. Sir, I'm trying to be able to use my sword again, if you don't mind. I'm still blue. Ow. Jinx, still can't... Use my sword. There we go, okay. His core is a little bit above me, so I have to... So if he's high up, then... Man, how many hits does this guy take? There we go. Okay, I like that the bats are self-cleaning and just go away once you've beaten their boss. Don't have to deal with a bunch of bat corpses or anything. Okay, so we got the boss key. one of these had bomb shoes, because it's the only way I can think to, that we'll be able to try to get that crystal switch when we turn this right side up. Because I don't think I can, like, throw a bomb high enough to do that. I couldn't get over to where the... Wait a second. I need to take out these things. There's 2 more chests in this room. But I haven't been up on top of the bridge. Maybe one of them will be up there when I, like, defeat that guy or something. Okay. Okay, can I just jump over there? Okay, yes I can. Okay, another chest that we'll have to get when we flip the room over again. But okay, so I think what that'll do is if we go back to the start, we can hookshot up to there. So what's the best way to get back to the start? Oh, probably should have checked in here to see if I can hookshot something. So okay, that is not hookshotting anything. Okay, that's... No. Okay, let's, well, I've got a fairy. I don't need to waste a blue potion. Okay, well, L targeting I am not able to move very well. There we go. Okay. Ah, just hookshot directly to that. Oh, okay. From the other angle, I didn't see the grin on the sun's face, and I can't say it looks more ridiculous than it does there, but it just looked different from how we've seen it. Okay. I'm going to go into combat with this, hoping that maybe I can scare it with the Great Fairy look. Oh. You're not the same one? Oh, okay. If I'm far away, then it'll do a laser attack. If I'm close, then it does its rock attack. so there is this. How many fairies do we have? 11. So I'm guessing there's one in here. Still, there's one in the large lake room, and there's one in the entrance room, I'm assuming. Because the large pool room, we had the chest that opened on the ceiling. We got the giant's mask. Within this mask lies the might of a giant, but can you use its power anywhere? Let's see. Oh, it won't let me use it. Okay. This is the room that has the fourth great fairy in it. Okay. So we need to figure out... Okay, so this one also will have to do... we'll have to come back in after re-topsy-turvying it. Okay. So I think we know where the 4 stray fairies are. The trick is going to be... Oh. Ow. Okay, there we go. Didn't want it to push me off. Nope. I didn't mean to jump up there. And I think the only one that's... I still am not sure how we're going to get it is the one that's in the throwing arm room. Oh, okay. So, wait a second. Where's... Okay, this is the room that I fought the Garo Master in. And that's where he jumped down from, but now there's like a portal. Alright, well, let's see what's down here. Oh. Hey, there's Majora's Mask on those blocks there, and oh my. Giant masked insect twin mold. Okay. Guess going off of the guessing the mold portion is kind of like Moldorm and Lanmola, 2 other snake-like insect or snake-like enemies. Insect. Let's see. Just its head and tail aren't protected by its hard exoskeleton, so aim carefully. If only you were the same size as it. Well, I can use my giant's mask now, so let's try that. So, I went through the same kind of transformation sequence of Link crouching down and screaming as with the other transformation masks. Does that mean that this was the mask of a dead giant? Or can I leave like a statue of him? I can't use my ocarina while I'm a giant, apparently. I also can't L-target, apparently. And I'm using magic. I can't pick up the magic things, even though I can break. Okay, so yeah, how long is it? Okay. If I start running out of magic, I do have a blue potion. I don't know, I almost feel bad for this thing. 'Cause it doesn't even seem particularly aggressive or like it's attacking me. It just seems like it's kind of just flying around and only hurting me when I stupidly get in its way. The sound of a giant running on sand is kind of odd. Just clicking a bit. There we go. If he would have gotten under the sand again, I think I would have had to use a blue potion to extend our magic. Okay. Seized Twin Mold's remains. You have just freed the innocent spirit that this dark mask had kept imprisoned within the body of evil Twin Mold. Again, it didn't seem that evil. It just seemed wild, maybe? Like, I didn't feel like I was really fighting a enemy, just going like hunting a huge worm thing. Well, we've helped all of you. That's all we can do. Call us. That's what they're saying. Without being told, we understand, so now you'll help us out in exchange. We'll call you from atop the clock tower, so do something about him, alright? What? Their voices sound sad. You don't want to? Hmm. Forgive your friend. Forgive our friend? What do you mean by forgive, huh? What friend? Hmm. This is new. So what just happened? Well, before we do anything else, we need to run back into the tower and see if we can get these last 4 fairy pieces. Whoa! Okay, it's still upside down, I guess. So, interesting. We want it to not be upside down. I don't have enough magic. Now I'll use a blue potion. Oh, way too high. Nope. This one. No? This one. Okay, got it in only 3 guesses. Oh, nope, need you to stay as Goron Link. Man, imagine living here and having to go through this every single time you came back from work or the store or church or any place. I just realized that unless there's something I was missing in that room, I really should have gone to get bomb chews before going through this whole mess. Okay, so first we had in this room. Okay, straight fairy. Ow. Okay, and then in this room, I think it's below us. Did Zora Link just do a belly flop? Oh. Okay, there's one. Okay, now we wanna. I know we want to go through that passage, but did we want to go through this door? No, we don't want to go through that door. Or do we? Well, either way, we'll have to. I wonder if my boomerang can hit that. Like, first of all, can my boomerang go through there? Like, wall glitch thing? Well, that kind of seemed like it was doing it. If I could just... If that ledge were a little bit longer, I think I could do that. Let's see. Maybe if I... Okay, well I can... Okay, I can get a bomb over it. Good. Okay, so now I just need to go back around and come through that door. Okay, where... Okay, and we also need to... There we go. We also need to cross the bridge because it's right through here is the, across the bridge is the other room that... So let's do that first, because I think we'll be able to just cross that bridge and come back. Okay, fence was not as high as I had kind of thought it looked like. Um, hmm. How did we get through here? Or did... Okay, we are going to have to go around. Yep. Okay, so I need to go back through that room anyway. Let's just do this loop. Thank you. So is that gold on the mirror shield, like around the edge? Or is that like copper with some gold bands? Because we already know Link's sword, like we used gold dust to gild it, which for some reason made it stronger. Um, I'm wondering, like, just how much wealth is Link accumulating here? 14th one. One more to go. And we know where it is, we just need to get there. Fortunately, and we will have to go through the Goron and Deku room again, but we don't have to do the Goron part. Because we already got... That was just for the chest, which we already got. And... So... shouldn't take more than another hour or so to do just the Deku part. No, how do you keep getting backwards, Link? Ah! You were so close, too. I think what is, I keep trying to turn Link around, and Link just doesn't like to make sharp turns as Deku Link. Oh, there you did it! What was your problem before? And you still couldn't manage it. Okay. Okay, well, let's try this way. Alright, managed to make it backwards. There we go. Don't fall. Okay, where was it? Okay, it was down there. And is this the last stray fairy piece? It is! Alright. Okay, warp to the entrance, then I can warp down to Ikana Canyon, and this is a very exciting moment because this should be the last time that we have to see this particular type of Great Fairy. Oh, as was pointed out to me, the interior of the shield also looks like it's kind of goldish as well. Oh, that was the wrong song. That's okay, I need to actually exit the temple anyway. Come on, play the... Okay, so I think it was that... Well, one thing I notice, since we've reset the days, the water isn't flowing, but there's no more Gibdo. Let's get the water flowing. need to do that? Oh no, that's right. We didn't need to play the Song of Stars. We needed to we needed to defeat that guy. Okay. We might do that real quick after we talk to the Great Fairy, who I think was in here. Yes. Alright, shield your eyes if you're squeamish. You might also want to cover up your ears. Wow, that yellow hair looks even worse than the others somehow. No offense. Oh, compassionate young one, I am the Great Fairy of Kindness. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I grant you the Fairy's Sword. Okay. You got the Great Fairy's Sword. Set it to sea to use it. With black roses edged into it, the Great Fairy's Sword is the most powerful of all blades. Do the black roses etched into it make it the most powerful of all blades, or is that just two completely unrelated facts about it? So, trying to see, like, okay, so it looks like there's something kind of in the middle, and then the roses come out in both directions from the middle. Okay, thank you. Come see me whenever you are overcome by weariness. No offense, but I kind of hope never to see you or your sisters ever again. At least not until another Zelda game where you'll get an art redesign. And so, if I recall, this is kind of like the Bigoron sword. So I can't use my shield while doing... Oh, here we can see the pattern rather well. Okay, so it's just like a stretched hexagon in the middle. But like the Bigoron sword, we can't use our shield with it. Although I seem to be swinging it pretty quickly. One of the advantages though is, well, let me step back. You'll notice that unlike the swords in the previous Zelda, like we don't swap between them, just like we don't swap between the shields. The shields were a straight upgrade. This one, if we want to use it, we use it with the C button. One thing that means is it's much easier to switch to my normal sword and shield if I want to. If I want to suddenly use my shield. But at the same time, it also means those bubbles that cursed us and made it so we couldn't use our sword, I believe you can use the Great Fairy Sword during it because that's using a C item, not using your normal sword. What's that? I've already forgotten what I did to... was there like a button down here or something? Maybe it won't do it because I already beat the temple or something. It's odd that I can't get the water flowing again. Well, man, I was kind of hoping to talk to Pamela and her dad again. Oh, I could just go right in. Who are you? Don't just walk into people's houses. Let's try that again. And excuse me, I'm gonna go downstairs. See, is your dad's... Oh, your dad's all better. Oh, my ghost radar is reacting fiercely. But this is minutely different from its usual response. This is a very intriguing response. So you have a ghost radar. Interesting. Are you curious about that picture? That is the ghost of a ninja. Its scientific name is Garo Robe. assuming it's supposed to be Garo robe, but if at the same time I thought that'd be like a Latin name. Okay, so the Garos are the ghosts of ninjas. That would explain the suddenly appearing and disappearing, although it doesn't explain why they need to use a bomb to disappear, or at least the Garo Master did. Unless the Garo robes are ghosts and the Garo Master wasn't. They are merely shells that are empty on the inside. They are the shells of spies from an enemy nation sent to investigate Ikana. They have been unable to forget their living days. Even now, their spirits, emptiness cloaked in darkness, continue to spy. According to rumor, those Garos frequently appear near the ranch on the far side of town. So that would explain how whatever their name, brothers managed to get a Garo mask. I wonder if we go over there with the Garo mask, if there's Garos, if there's like any Garo over there. We should try that. Okay, let's see what else you have to say. Okay, that is a mummified man. Its scientific name is Gibdo. Its scientific name? A tale in Akana tells of a treasure that rests at the bottom of the well on the hilltop. It seems the spirits of those who became Gibdos upon entering the well in search of that treasure still linger there. I thought mummification required a lot of like preparation and stuff, not just going after treasure and then suddenly finding yourself a mummy. It's been said going down there is a petrifying experience, so even the mummy hunter may become mummified. Okay. Is there anything else? Is this your diploma or something? Anything else you'll tell me about stuff? Dude, you need to get an organizer for your tools. They're just scattered all over the place. Okay. Oh. I've been talking with her dad for a few minutes, but she still doesn't want me here, so, okay. Okay. So, alright. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything. Let's see if we wear this mask around here, if there's any Garo over here that pop up. Over here. What? It's kind of courteous of him, the way he stopped swinging his pickaxe so he wouldn't hit me. Many NPCs are not so generous. Won't you buy some fresh milk? This is just between you and me. That milk they produce down yonder at Romani Ranch is watered down a bit. It's not worth drinking. It's always fresh and full of vitamins. Thought milk tended to be fortified to get vitamins. You can fortify milk here? about it? 50 rupees. Okay, I'll buy it. This bottle contains 2 helpings, but the milk looks a bit watered down. Gorman Brothers, that's right, that's who these were. Yeah, no business here if you got no horse. Now beat it, scram. I've already beaten you guys, that's how I got this mask in the first place. I was just wondering if I might be able to get some kind of response from... Here, okay. Let's see, is there anything I can do that for now without that I know that I know what I can do. That'll take a little bit of time, but I can do it this cycle. I can do the trading, the deed trading. So let's see. So, just a little bit of a heads up. I think what I'm going to do, of course, next week we're going to be looking at some more, getting some more heart pieces, and I think one more mask we can get. Which, let me see. Oh. Well, there's 2 masks. I'm not sure if we can get the last one yet, but I know that we can get the other one. So we'll work on that, and it might take us a week or 2 to get the heart pieces and finish up everything that we can now do. And after that, we'll be ready to call on the help of the giants and try to put a stop to Skull Kid, or at least an end to his mischief. So, which will be very satisfying because, I mean, after 3 whole days of that mischief, it's just starting to get a little old. So, yes, I want to look through the telescope, please. Okay. This should hopefully be the last time that we'll have to do this. So, and one thing I think I might try to do for the next couple streams at least, particularly if we're going to start over from day 1, is before I do that I might try to start the stream at there's a couple, I think, bad endings that I want to see. You kind of see what happens, like if things go wrong. And so we might do that. At the beginning of the stream, so that I can get things set up and not have to take the entire stream just to see like one scene that happens, an hour in or something. Okay, so now we can. So I want to take a look at stuff like what happens if we don't help out Romani, like if we don't manage to fight off all the alien ghost things. What happens if now over here. What happens like if we don't manage to reunite Anju and Cafe and stuff like that. So there'll be bad endings, sad endings, but it'll help us kind of reminder of what's at stake and why we're it's so important for us to finish this properly. Okay. So someone's pointing out that we get a lot of moon tears because they must be falling frequently, because anytime we look up at the moon, even if at least through the telescope, no matter what time of day it is, we get a moon tear. At least the first time we do. And it does raise kind of an interesting question with the time travel bit of... It's just odd because some stuff we have stays with us, and the world is affected by it. We even just saw that in the Stone Tower Temple, how some of the chests had blue rupees rather than the map and compass and light arrows and stuff. So that those not only traveled back with us, but the world, quote unquote, kind of remembered that they weren't there. Okay. I don't need any magic beans. Maybe you need me to not be a... But yeah, at the same time, some things like the rupees that we have go away, our arrows go away, monsters get reset. So it's a little bit unclear exactly how the time travel works with... somehow when we're going back in time, we're resetting things, but we're not just completely resetting it. We're going to we're resetting it and reordering some stuff, like making some chests have rupees instead of items or whatnot. So I needed to remember where I was trying to warp to next. We'll go a couple minutes over, but that'll be okay. That way we can have this done today and not have to worry about it during the other cycles. Surprised Link's not colder, considering his outfit doesn't cover his legs at all. Doesn't look like it's particularly thick. Okay, this isn't... Okay. I believe I need to be a Deku to talk to this guy. Okay, here, you can go to the swamp. Okay. Also, before I forget, if you haven't already done so, please consider going to our poll and voting for which order we should play the Zelda Oracles games. Um, it's not a huge decision, so even if you're not very familiar with the games, you can go and just punch in whichever entry sounds more fun, or which appeals to you, or do eeny meeny miny mo or anything like that. Okay, you're the one in front of Lulu's door. Okay, sorry, maybe I need to be Mikau to get you to move out of the way. I mean, she's outside anyway. I'm not sure why you're trying to spy on her. You're doing an even worse job than it would otherwise seem. You're from the mountains. I'm selling green potions, but I'm focusing my marketing efforts on Zoras. I like to do business someplace where it's cooler and the air is clean. But to open another business in another place, you need to go through the proper channels. Yes, here's a mountain deed. It's a mountain title deed, thank you! I'll give you this land in exchange. Trade your mountain title deed for an ocean title deed. I'm off to the resort. The mountains are calling me. Convenient that our star singer has a hole in her roof large enough for a Deku scrub to get in and... Oh, okay, there's water there. That's not good. There you go. Now I'm regular Link, I can just jump down. I thought maybe I could... I thought maybe I'd have enough speed to make it over the water as Goron Link, but that is apparently not the case. Okay, and I'm assuming we'll have to be a Zora to talk to him and get him to offer to trade. You're from the ocean, aren't you? I'm here to sell blue potion. Actually, I want to do business in the sea breeze while listening to the sound of the waves. Okay, you need to go through the proper channels. Yes. Oh, if that isn't an ocean... Excuse me. If that isn't an ocean title deed, let me have that. Please, if I have that, my dreams will come true. I'm not asking for it for free. I'll give you this. Okay, huge rupee. You're not gonna give me the title to your flower? This one is worth 200 rupees. That's a big deal. Oh yeah, the nut brown beauties are waiting. Oh, I don't need the deed to his flower because he's just leaving it and I'm not going to be trading it to anyone else. So. I just need him to not be here to deny me the chance to go to use it. Okay. And since we're here, let's Gossip Stone, and that'll be... Okay. The Fierce Deity Mask, a mask that contains the merits of all masks, seems to be somewhere in this world. Okay, that's helpful. Basically just telling us that the Fierce Deity Mask exists. Okay, and it contains the merits of masks. Okay. Interesting to ponder. So, with that cryptic clue, I guess that'll be the end for tonight. So, thank you for joining me, and hope you have a good week, and see you next time. Bye.